Hello everyone, myself Anu Chabra. Today I thought why not discuss about succulents. All of you must have heard about this word or you must have seen the plants. The main characteristics of succulents, if you see, they are nice, thick, little spongy kind of leaves, and they are very easy plants to propagate, very cute to look at. Just have a look to all the plants. There are different varieties of succulents, starting from your snake plant, sansevieria, echeveria, your pencil cactus. Many are there. Some of them they are hanging. The star plant, your horthia, many are there. So depending on its function, difference is there. So some are hanging ones, some you can keep it indoors also. The main concept, what it comes in the mind as soon as the people they look at these plants, they are so cute that we tend to buy, and you cannot resist yourself from buying it. And the person who sells it, they tells it's an indoor plant, so and it's does not need much care, so very happily we buy. And how much care we take, the first thing what the instructions given to us is that it needs less water. So even if we give weekly once water, then also we tend to kill this plant. So first I want to make you people understand what exactly succulents is, what's their requirement, and how can we make them survive longer in our house. Now what happens, basically it's a desert plant where you can say its requirement is basically sunlight and very less of water. That is very much clear to everyone that this plant, all these plants needs less of water. But in deserts and all, if you see, if you talk about less of water, no one is there to give them that much water also. The water what is there in the atmosphere, the moisture, they are just surviving on that. So what happens when we get these plants inside our house, we make sure that weekly once or once in 10 days when we give give watering to these plants, even that much water is too much for these plants. And these are not the indoor plants, they need sunlight for their survival, for making their food. So in case you are buying these plants, make sure if not daily, at least once in a week or twice in a week, you keep them in a direct sunlight area, because they do not like direct scorching sunlight also. So when we talk about the potting mix of this, first let us talk about the container. As these succulents, they do not have too big roots, the roots are very shallow and they don't want much water at their root. So make sure whenever you buy any of the succulents, the pot size should always be very small. If this is the size of the plant, approximately that much should be the size. Do not keep on increasing the size of the pot, because if the size of the pot is bigger, definitely the potting mix and the watering and everything will be more, and will kill indirectly we are going to kill the plants. So smaller the better. Now we'll talk about the potting mix of the succulents. Now the first thing what we have to see is the compost. So compost can be your aerobic compost or your vermicompost. Then soil, then perlite, and then sand. All these four should be in equal quantities. This too, basically the perlite and the sand basically makes the soil too porous, so that there is a nice space for the roots to spread and the waterlogging problem will not be there and the plant will thrive well. This gives a holding capacity to the soil or the plant, so that the plant holds its roots properly in the soil. And this is the you can say the nutrition, whatever the nutrition or it's needed for its growth, that is there. And just a little amount of neem cake flakes or the powders, which takes care of any infection or any problems in the soil. So if we take a combination of these four things, they are very ideal for the you can say potting mix for the succulent. Some people they add bone meal also. So if you feel comfortable using bone meal, little just handful of that also you can add. So now we'll talk about the placement. As I told you, they do not like direct sunlight. Yes, you can keep them in bright indirect sunlight. When we talk about watering, they do not like watering at all. Sometimes in a week or in 10 days, you just touch the soil, feel it. If it's dry enough, then you just try to sprinkle little water on them, and make sure don't keep them in a place where rainwater falls on them. But if you see properly, observe them properly, they really like rainwater. But too much of rainwater, when with the pressure falls on it, they cannot survive in that. So we can collect rainwater in some container or something. So whenever you want to give watering to these plants, you can use that rainwater, because it is acidic, little acid content will be there in the rainwater. So they really love that water. So now we'll talk about the propagation of these succulents. These succulents are very easy to propagate. So the main thing is, few of them you can propagate them with the leaf. So whenever the leaf falls, make sure, suppose this leaf has fallen from this plant. So whenever you see the leaf has fallen, just take a tray or something in which you have kept the sand, and keep your leaves horizontally in that. No need to press. Okay, no need to press. Okay, just keep it there. So after few days, even if you don't have to sprinkle water, so after few days you will see, even this is from the leaf, this is mother of thousands. So from every node one plant is going to come. So suppose you have seen one leaf is broken, you just keep it horizontally like this. Now after few days, when you see, from the air atmosphere, they will take the moisture, and a small, you can see, tiny shoot has come up with the small root. Okay, so this is it. This plant is really easy. Something, suppose this jade is there, you can cut this stem and then you can put it in the soil. So maximum of them, they are like that. Some of them, they give small pups. If the main plant is growing really big, so after few days you will see it is giving small pups. Same thing you can see here also in this plant. The major plant has become so big, so after few days this will start giving small pups. Even aloe vera, your other succulents, all these, they do flower if the conditions are appropriate the way they want. So they really bloom also. So make sure once these grow really well, when you have put it in the tray like this, once nice number of petals have come and it is grown in a bigger size, and gradually what happens, this leaf with which this small pup is being attached, after few days you will see this will get decomposed and this will start blooming. It will grow little big. So that is the ideal time. You can transplant it to a bigger pot. Till that time, let it be there in this tray of sand only. So they are very easy plants, easy to maintain, and very good for gifting purposes. If you are putting them in the indoor arrangements anywhere in the house, so make sure you water them very less. You keep it once or twice in the sunlight, and many of them they can be propagated with the stem, leaves. So main thing is the care. If you can really ignore them, we can say, the much you ignore, the better they'll do. So they are such sweet, cute plants. So I hope all of you can grow this. So thank you very much for joining me. Keep watching. Thank you.